This is the large park to the north of Alameda, the pointy park, if you will, near my hostel. And I'm just wandering up here to book an airline ticket and see if I can find evidence no entry. They have this brick design, if you will, at the base, although there appear to be gaps of air, maybe allowing air to get in if it is a kiln, but I can see no door for these devices. Curious. Equally interesting, however, is this very pretty sided circular building. Don't know what it is. See the roof design, so it encloses a huge inner space, I would guess. Interesting modern building. More modern buildings. Well, I've certainly arrived in a wealthier area, given the quality of the building. Numerous very nice chic restaurants and cafes. Certainly the kind of place that could afford to buy a Canon camera. They say, though, that most people buy their stuff not in Ecuador, but go over the border into Colombia. This is a very pretty park that I discovered on my first day walkabout of the perimeter of Mariscal. I call it the horse park, or the park of horses, and you'll see why in a few moments. Here are three pretty horses. Obviously cement statues with tile work. Mother and colt. The mother in tree sun dappled white, gray. Notice her red eyes and nostril. This is a pretty little park. Not a lot of people in it. This is my most favorite, perhaps. Looks like the vandals have done some damage on her front right and rear right legs and on her left ear. The large market we'll walk through is not as large as you see in Asia, but we'll see. People are getting ready to close up now. Produce section. Into the meat and fish section. The floors are all wet. Probably getting cleaned up right now in the day's swill. Again, I always wonder, what do these folks do with all of this produce? Now, most of this will sit here for over the day. Do they just kind of change it as it rots out, piece by piece, perhaps? Now I'm back again in Parque Andrade, I think it is. Pretty little park. The irony of this walking today is I'm doing everything I did yesterday and the day before. Again, even more walking. These are no doubt full life statues of these men who were important in their time. I'll look at them and see if I can identify any of them. Alejandro Cardenas, sounds familiar. Roberto Andrade, for whom the park is named. He's just about as tall as I am. Maybe not quite. Julio Andrade. Carlos Concha. Little tower on that building. Interesting trees. Pretty little section of primed up street. Love the green. We're now approaching Plaza Foch, so we have all the chic restaurants and the bars that will appeal to the young who like to get cranked up at night. A little bit busier than it was the first afternoon I came here, but I'm sure as it gets closer to dark, it will crank.